What's going on, everybody? The hair here, finally back to do the Hell in a Cell 2021 preview show. Here we are, very excited for this pay per view. Hell in a Cell has, been a favorite of mine since I was a kid, hence the shirt. And now we're ready to do Hell in a Cell 2021. This is it. This is the preview. Again, very excited for it. SummerSlam is approaching. This is one of the stopgaps in between it, and it should be a fun one. There's been some bad Hell in a Cells in the past, but hopefully this one lives up to the Hell in a Cell name, because Hell in a Cell is, you think of this match, the iconic Undertaker versus Mankind. I guess you could say quote unquote glory days. But nonetheless, let's get to the predictions, the spoilers, and have some fun. So first match on this card is Natalya and Tamina versus Mandy Rhodes and Dana Brooke for the women's tag team titles. You know, I think if just you're a casual watcher, you'll know Natalia and Tamina retain. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, they're just there to basically to just, I guess, like a stopgap, quote unquote. If you're betting money, make sure you put money on Tamina's tag team. Next one is Sheamus. He's the champion right now versus Ricochet and Humberto Carrillo. So it's a triple threat United States Championship match. It should be fun. It should be a good slobber knocker. Ricochet is really good in the ring. Sheamus is a bruiser. Humberto Carrillo is very underrated as well. So, nonetheless, it should be a fun match overall. But look for Sheamus to retain. And you'll be seeing a lot of the retentions in this. Like I said, it's not that huge pay per view, or the big four, I guess you could say. Next one is the Cesaro Seth Rollins grudge match, and again, these two always put on great shows, whether it's versus each other or against other people too. So look for it to be a good match. In this one though, you're going to see Rollins get the nod over it, because they're building Rollins up again. They're doing that whole drip Rollins thing, but they're building him up again for a future match with the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. So he gave the rub to Cesaro before at WrestleMania. Now he's giving the favors back to Rollins. Rollins is an A player. He's a main eventer. Main evented WrestleMania before. I guess you could say when he went into that Brock Lesnar match. So, look for Rollins. He's gonna go on and do bigger and better things, and look for a future clash with your Tribal Chief. So put your money on Seth Rollins. Next one is AJ and Almost, the tag team champions, versus the Viking Raiders. Now, this is one of their first real big tests, I guess you could say, since winning the titles at Mania. Viking Raiders have gotten a resurgence as of late. They're building them back up. But again, look for it to be a stopgap. AJ and Almost are going to be, tag team champions for a little bit. Look to see the possibility of RK Bro, Randy Orton, or Matt Riddle, or Riddle, I guess you could say, looking to challenge sooner rather than later. They're a hot tag team right now. So AJ and Almost, like I said, they will retain. Like I said, retain will be a big thing up in this pay-per-view. So next one, you have Bianca Belair versus Bayley for the women's championship. And, it's one of those things where they've been building Bianca Belair back in this sense since WrestleMania. Hasn't gotten a whole lot of steam, but she's very, very talented. Bayley's great on the mic. It would be a little surprise to put Bayley with the title. She's, again, great on the mic, a great heel, but they're looking to further elevate Bianca Belair still, and they're a possibility of having Sasha versus Bianca again at SummerSlam, doing like a WrestleMania type rematch. So look for that. Next one, you have Rhea Ripley, who's the Raw Women's Champion, against Charlotte Flair. Now look for them to go at it. Charlotte's great in the ring. Rhea Ripley, she's on the come up, been champion since WrestleMania 2, WrestleMania also, and so it's one of those things where you can see Charlotte try to elevate Rhea Ripley just because she's the younger one. She's younger. She just got the title and all that stuff. Now with the crazy twist, there has to be. It can't just be the full on retention. There's always some kind of title change at some of these pay per views. And this one, I believe, even though they have Rhea Ripley the favorite, I think Charlotte will win that match. And I talked about her elevating Rhea Ripley, but I believe they're gonna put it on Charlotte. Like I said, Charlotte's the bigger name. Rhea Ripley has plenty of time, and yes, Charlotte can elevate her with this, but it would be a little bit of a twist, and it wouldn't be bad for the Raw Women's Championship to have Charlotte Flair, an established name, and then have maybe Rhea Ripley chase it back at SummerSlam. So we shall see. And your next match will be I guess this one might main event it, or it might be the Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre. Actually, you know what, it'll be Roman. He's your tribal chief, so we'll go ahead and do Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, a Hell in a Cell match. Should be a super fun match. These guys are behemoths. They tackle each other. You know, they're real big guys, bruisers, big muscular testosterone men just going at it. And you know, they've people have been complaining because they've been doing this match. It feels like for about a year already or more. And then it's because they're the top two on the Raw brand. You know, you could say the Fiend, but he's not only have they mishandled his character, but he's also going through some mental issues going on. So hopefully he bounces back from that with the passing of Mr. Brody Lee. Rest in peace. So yeah, right now it's Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Those are the top two guys on Raw. It's not even close, to be honest. So they might keep continuing this feud unless my predictions for SummerSlam are correct. Now, obviously, Drew McIntyre is he's the baby face in this. He's been chasing Bobby Lashley for a while. WrestleMania, Bobby Lashley got established. He won it with not too much fuckery going on. Now, the latest spoilers have Drew McIntyre winning the championship, which I'm not sure they would do that until SummerSlam, just to get his big pop. I don't know if they would do it at Hell in a Cell. And again, I still think you should leave the belt on Lashley for a little bit longer, establish his name, because what I think is they're going to have Lesnar come back, finally have that Lesnar Bobby Lashley match that they've been trying to get on for years. The whole reason Bobby Lashley signed onto the WWE product again is to have that match with Bobby Lashley, former MMA guys, you know, former collegiate wrestlers, former all of the above big behemoth men. Like I said, that's a money match, and that should happen. So again, to me, keep the title on Bobby, even though the Drew's a slight favorite right now. That can always change in the odds, but I believe Bobby will retain, and we can possibly get that coveted Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar match that we've been, you know, clamoring for. Your main event, which I think will be the main event, instead of the Bobby Drew McIntyre one, will be your tribal chief Roman Reigns, the hottest thing in wrestling right now, versus Rey Mysterio. They've built this feud these past few weeks. You know, Roman attacked Dominic. He threw him out of the ring and started attacking Rey. And then you know, it's a good little feud going on. It's a fresh feud because Roman's basically going through the whole roster, and the SmackDown roster is really thin right now. Which hence that Seth Rollins thing can happen later on. But like I said, it's a good little fresh feud. Rey Mysterio's great. Been a great wrestler for years, and there's reasoning behind this. There's his son. He attacked his son, the Mysterio name, the family. And then of course Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, his family, the tribe. So you know, look for a lot of fuckery to happen in this match. Look for the Usos to be involved. Look for Dominic to be involved. Maybe the daughter. You know, it might be just a lot. Maybe even Ray's wife. I think it's going to be a lot of fuckery in this match, but look for it to end with your tribal chief, Mr. Roman Reigns, the best thing in wrestling right now. I'll say it again, the best thing in wrestling right now, to retain that Universal title. He should not lose that anytime soon. I've said it millions of times. Hold it till next year's WrestleMania, maybe against The Rock. There's a rumor having him against John Cena, which would be interesting. Definitely would be interesting, but we shall see for SummerSlam. But definitely a big marquee match. But yes, Ray's not going to win. He's not going to beat Roman Reigns. It's just a stopgap match. But like I said, it'll be entertaining. Roman's been killing it in all facets of this game as the tribal chief character. So, and look no further to have him retain. Again, he'll be doing this crazy stuff afterwards. He'll be pounding his chest. Paul Heyman will put the veil over him. It'll be great. So it should be a fun pay-per-view. I'm very much looking forward to it. Hell in a Cell is one of my favorites, and I hope I don't get let down from it. Now, again, should be fun. Looking forward to it. Check it out. These are the spoilers. Still enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it for sure. Look for it. Be excited and be entertained. And make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on our YouTube channel and the Hair in the Beard podcast on Instagram, official Hair in the Beard podcast. Go ahead and look for that on Instagram. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk shit. I enjoy it. Or just go ahead and send something positive. We all enjoy that too. The hair out.